Hello, everybody. What is going on? We are back. My name is John. I am joined today by Autumn. We're going to be casting this match for you today. You're going to introduce yourself, man.
Yep. My name's Autumn. I'm a caster for SEL and SES, and I am very excited to be joining the Wichita Wolves today for this match.
Yeah. I mean, and this is very exciting game to look forward to. We're going against Alpha1 today, and we have some analytics to show you for these players, or at least for the players on Wichita Wolves, and we're going to be showing them to you right now. Autumn, if you want to take it away from here.
If we take a look at their stat sheet right now, if I can just find the graphs real quick, we can see that they've got a pretty balanced attacking lineup. It leans more towards the aggressive side with the Hibana and Maverick as their hard breaches. Really no dedicated Thermite player, so it seems like they prefer to have the more aggressive stance, as well as bring the Zofia, Sledge, and Ash to round up a more aggressive comp with a decent amount of utility burn. And for their defensive comp, it seems to run a bit more passive with the Maestro and Kaid being brought as their primary operators, but the Mute, Umai, and Jaeger are all operators you can play quite aggressive on.
Yeah, it's very balanced, like you said, and I'm expect to see a lot of good things, especially since I casted that last game the last time around. They did do a clean 7-0 sweep, which was very, very nice from them, and I expect to see the same level of play today as I saw that other day.
Yes.
All right, so now we're actually going to be doing a moment of silence for a Wichita Windsurge owner. His name was Lou. He unfortunately died due to COVID-19 relations, and we're just going to do a short moment of silence for him real quick. All right. Again, very unfortunate that he had to pass away from us, and I hope everybody is doing okay who supported him and was close to him. But let's get this game underway. Right now we are still waiting for all the players on Alpha 1 to join the game right now. So
Yes, and we
In
will
the
be heading.
meantime, yep. In the meantime, we're going to be looking at some things and talking about some things. Autumn, if you want to continue.
Yes, the map we will be heading to for today has been confirmed to be Clubhouse. Map bans have finished up. And if we take a look at the player to watch, it is mental. His stats right now are absolutely mental with an average KD of 2.32 over the last 6 games. And his favorite operators are Ashe and Jaeger.
Hmm.
While they are seen toxic and ranked typically, in competitive, they are just as much a threat and an absolute nightmare to deal with. And mental clearly is mental on those operators,
Hmm.
as reflected in his KD. Should be interesting to see how he plays against on Clubhouse, a more strategic map where you can't really just run in and go for the entry. So we'll have to see how that works out. So it should be quite interesting to watch. Though Ashe and Jaeger are both commonly seen on Clubhouse, as it is one of those maps where you have to have some aggression on your board.
All right, so let's get this game underway, actually. All players have joined. We'll show it on the screen now. Alpha 1's logo's in the top left of the screen. And yeah, I'm very excited to see this game, actually. It is the player lineup for the other team also looks very promising. And it looks like they're actually going to put up much of a threat to Wichita Wolves here. And it's just a nice game is going to be played overall, especially on a map like Clubhouse with a lot of strats, a lot of certain things that you can do to really change the tide of the game and whether or not you're going to win.
Yes. Wichita Wolves is the favorite team here against Alpha 1, given Wichita Wolves' 4-0 record so far across all the games they've played in a 42-2 round differential, which is absolutely insane
Mm-hmm.
compared to Alpha 1's 2-3 record. So if Alpha 1 wins this, they could round themselves out 3-3 at a decent score, but Wichita Wolves, this isn't really an absolutely necessary game as they're going to the playoffs either way, but they stand a good chance to pad those stats and hopefully get that round differential even higher, more high than it already is. And for our bans, we will be seeing Thatcher and Maverick taken off the board, two anti breach operators off the board.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we've seen a lot of great Maverick plays from Wichita Wolves over the past games that we've seen them play, and especially with Faded being on their team, he really likes to bring out that Maverick and show the strategic plays that they can use with him, especially using them on Cash. Getting that denial is very essential, especially since there's no Thatcher as well. It's going to be very hard to get that hard breach into the site.
Yes, as we begin to take a look at the lineup, it looks like they'll reflect their standard lineup pretty much well from the Wichita Wolves, as we saw in those pregame infographics, with the one substitution of the Goyo. We will be seeing a much more standard setup from Alpha 1 as they do bring the Thermite and Hibana. Capitao is in play, and it is a CC cash room defense, but it looks like they have decided not to bring him.
Yeah, and getting that IQ is also very essential for getting onto the site. It's oh my gosh. It seems I got the keyboard bug on Siege.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
From what we can see so far from this overhead view, we should hopefully be able to fix this problem real quick. But we can see a pretty standard defense coming in. Yep, it looks like the camera has resumed. It's just being a bit weird right now. This
The
is
keyboard bug is really known as
10
to
seconds to
where
insertion.
that the keyboard just doesn't work at all on Siege, and it's a reoccurring problem for me apparently.
Attackers must
restart the
locate
feed, or
and
what's
Yeah,
the
defuse the
issue?
bomb.
we're gonna have to restart the game currently.
Yes, quite an unfortunate issue, but we should be back real shortly, and we should be able to recap how the round goes. From what we're seeing so far, I would expect to see early lounge control get taken. It's not absolutely necessary due to the fact that the Kaid is on the board, so it will be interesting to see how that plays out, if they'll decide to neutralize it from below, or try to open up garage and really use the Jaeger to just try and get some grenades in. So it should be interesting to watch. Well, we can't really watch it play out, but it
Yeah.
should be interesting to see what happens.
I apologize for the inconvenience for the technical difficulties here. We'll get this match back underway in just a few moments here when the game restarts. Again, I apologize for that.
Yes, that was quite an unfortunate issue. If we go back to the operator lineup, the Sledge should definitely, with the combination of the Sophia, if they can clear out the anti-gadget from the Jaeger, they do have a good chance of neutralizing that Kaid Claw and managing to get an easy execute onto main wall.
Yeah,
The
of course.
question is, how quickly can they pull it off? As really that site with those lineups, it really depends on how quickly you get that main wall open and how long you have to go for the execute after that. So it should be interesting to see what happens once we get back into the game.
With Devil and Mental also maining Lamai and Jaeger, it's going to be very hard to throw that utility in there and actually manage to catch some players off guard with them. And it's going to be very interesting how they're going to be taking those sites actually.
Yes. Having both Lamai and Jaeger up really makes Clubhouse a difficult map to play on, but unfortunately, it looks like Echo and Mira were higher priority bans. Honestly, I'm surprised we don't see more teams banning Jaeger, given how I understand why teams don't do it because it shakes up the meta so much. But if a team were to adapt to a Jaeger ban meta, it would be quite interesting to watch play out, given how much of a crucial operator he is for most team strats. Like you see him brought 90% of the time, I think, as of the last season's charts. So it should be quite interesting to see.
All right, we're going to invite the players back real fast. We're going to have to get in communication with Faded real quick so we can invite those players. But stay put. We're going to be back real fast. Again, I apologize for the technical difficulties, but we'll be back real fast. Thank you so much.
Hold. Okay, they won round one.
Okay, we are back. We are back now. We're going to go right back into the round. Wichita Wolves did eventually win round 1, though. We're going to be moving into round 2. They did win on cash, so now let's see. Oh, I didn't select the bands. That is my bad. I didn't select the band operators.
Yeah, so we'll just be saying the same bands happen again.
Okay, plus the game isn't even showing.
Yes, it looks like we're having a whole series of bugs right now.
There's
Quite
a whole
unfortunate.
lot of shit going on. Math Datcher, Echo, and Mira are going to be banned. I don't know why this isn't showing the game right now on OBS, but I'll get it back real fast. Capture window, Rainbow Six, and we should be good now. There we go. Alrighty, now we're good. Okay, I will also do this. Okay.
Alrighty. Back into the game
we
as
are back.
we speak. And we will be seeing Wichita defending the basement bomb site right now. Pretty standard lineup, I'd say. The Goya was an interesting choice, as well as the Kaid. He was left in play with a Thatcher band, so he'll be quite a bit stronger than normal. So no Cali being brought, so the Kaid will have free reign to use those electric laws, provided Maverick does not get crafty with any frag grenades. The Vigil rounds up their comp pretty well with the combination of the Mute, allowing for a pretty good deep roam setup if they decide to go for one.
We're not really seeing a lot of roamers right now on Wichita Wolves. They're mainly playing towards the site, which is generally fine, especially when they're playing Arsenal. But that kitchen take is going to be very essential in order to take the site, especially with that Hibana and Thermite in the play right now. And we'll see how they're going to be taking this round for their team with Alpha1.
Yes, we'll see rotates going up quite late into the round. Luckily for the Wichita Wolves, the opponent was not running a buck, because Alpha1 could have gotten an early pick there. But speaking of early picks, we'll see JD try to push in onto Mental, and he just does the mental gymnastics to fake him out and get the kill quite easily inside of Garage. We'll see IQ getting ready to push in as well. Will this be another free pick for Mental? No, it looks like he has elected to fall off and live to fight another day. But quite a strong opening pick coming out. No, he might be able to find another one. Does he know someone's on the window right now? This could either be his undoing or a free kill. IQ is looking to drone him out, and he goes for the run out and slams the IQ. That's a huge kill for Mental, a double kill.
Beautiful from Mental. And it looks like we're about to get another confrontation here with Mental. And looks like no shots are going to be made onto either player. But Sledge is going to be really aggressive right now, trying to get that swing on him in Garage, get the drone coming out as well. But it does look like Mental has fallen off into the site. So just to play safe there, he did get those 2 picks, which are very, very nice for Wichita Wolves. It's going to make it a lot easier and a lot less stressful for their team to deny that push, especially from Dirt with the Thermite. And yeah, all they need to do is just play it safe, hold their corners, not play too aggressive, and get picked off super early.
Yes, I'd like to point out how huge losing JD and pick was for Alpha1. That's a hard breacher and an electronic counter off the board. So now they will have no clue if a Nitro is going out to their Thermite. Wichita will lose their smoke, however. That's quite a strong pick for Alpha1. Doesn't quite negate the impact of the 2 losses they've had, but they no longer have to worry about those late round rushes being absolutely gridlocked by a smoke. I think the hatch has been opened inside of Kitchen, and that will provide Alpha1 quite a nice angle to start to try and peek down below.
Not a lot of time left. They're going to have to make that push.
Yep, they're going to be forced to go for the drop, as you mentioned, and he'll get slammed from Dirt. No, in fact, he'll actually manage to live. And we'll see Hibana find a pick as the diffuser comes down from Thermite.
Oh my goodness.
Devil's in a position to clutch up this round, but he'll get neutralized, and Mental will take out the planter. This is huge. It's all down to Limbo versus A21 Mayo. And we'll see A21 just trying to stick to Diffuser right now, but no, he'll fall off. Just having to play those mental gymnastics with Limbo. He's rotating up the hall. He might be able to find a pick here. Limbo is expecting that, though, so he's just checking those angles, just waiting for him to try to push up, and it's all down to A21
Oh my
versus Limbo, and
God!
clutch up the round, winning that battle of the wits.
Oh my goodness, Alpha1 really took that round from Wichita Wolves. That is a very, very unexpected play from them. They actually managed to find all the players on the site, and they just used their guns and they used their utility very nicely, and they just ended up getting all the picks necessary to take that site and get the plant down, which was very nice from them. With that Habana plant as well, oh my gosh, that was such an amazing round to see from both teams.
Yes, that was quite a close round. We'll see them try the Church Arsenal defense again with a slight modification to the comp, bringing a Maestro instead of a Vigil. Mayo still on the Goyo. Let's see if this time he can perhaps use those shields for a bit more utility. In fact, I'm surprised that plant was able to go off. If they had gotten there a few seconds earlier, it would have been all over for Alpha1. But fortunately, as they say, pros don't fake, and they managed to get that diffuser down, and that won them the round. They were just able to hold it from above quite effectively.
Yeah, of course, and that plant was very, very essential for that round. If they didn't get that plant down, it would have been over for Alpha1, but they did manage to get it, which was very unfortunate for Wichita Wolves. But it is a brand new round. We're heading into round 3, and let's see how Wichita Wolves is going to play this any differently than they played last round.
Yes, Wichita will find themselves in a bit more difficult of a situation now that Alpha1 has taken off the board, because this is Clubhouse. You expect a 2-4 split on this map, so they're really going to have to work for themselves. And we might actually be seeing a Nitro coming out early from A21 Mayo if someone does elect to push into Garage. But it looks like right now Pickle Pal is looking to push into Stock. And unfortunately for Mayo, there's no way to get a Nitro up there. And we'll see the Nitro come out and miss the IQ, only snagging her drone.
Yes, and you know that Nitro was almost a pretty good play, but you know the pull off from the Zofia with the drone really managed to get that Nitro baited out of there. And and we're seeing a pretty aggressive play right now with IQ and Zofia already on the blue stairs, and there's not any roamers to deal with these guys up here, and they're just getting the free upstairs take right now. And right now, what they're trying to do is they're trying to make a more aggressive push down the blue stairs. They're getting a lot of attention towards it. It looks like they are getting the bait right now from Wichita Wolves. Mental is going to be hanging in there behind the electrical unit right there, and he's just holding down there. He's probably giving his teammates some call-outs that they are on the stairs, but not really a huge aggressive play now. He's pulled back towards the top, trying to get that angle on them as well. And looks like they're going to be trying to get that kitchen hatch as well. But they do have the impact hole that they can throw at just to get rid of that thermite at all, if they do manage to do that.
Yes, I think we're going to see a big brain play with Zofia trying to use those stuns to counter the Nitro from coming out. But they don't know. There's only 2 Nitros left on the board. Goyo wasted his so early into the round. I think that's going to be a huge boon for Alpha, as they no longer have to deal with a third Nitro, especially from the Goyo, given that he was the last operator standing last round. We'll see Alpha just trying to vary their pressure a bit. We'll see a ton of Nitros, a ton of soft reach coming out into the kitchen. I think that's going to be the make or break run in the round as the Hibana starts to crack it open. No impacts to counter the hatch getting open, so that's going to happen for sure. Then it's just down to Alpha1 to get the site execute down.
Yes, and you know, Mute still has his Nitro cell. He's going to prime it up, but they are going to be trying to get that hatch play. What I would have done really is go under and throw that Nitro cell under all the 4 players that were sitting inside of kitchen, and trying to get any sort of pick from there. But it looks like Devil is going to be getting a kill onto Zag, but immediately gets traded from the Lambana with 10 seconds remaining. This is going to be a very quick round here from Alpha1 and Wichita Wolves, but all the picks are going to be coming out from Wichita Wolves. They do have the advantage, and it looks like JG is going to be taken out by Mayo, with Wichita Wolves winning round 3, going 2-1 against Alpha1.
Yes, Mayo really clutched up that round by not getting too aggressive inside of the dirt tunnel, and he just managed to get pick after pick.
he would have been more influential if he had his nitro still in the pocket. So I doubt how effective of a maneuver using a nitro that early into the round is, because it really comes down to risk reward. Yes, he had the chance to get an amazing kill that would certainly go in anyone's frag montage, but at the same time, he took a very strong piece of utility off the board. And let's say the round had come to a close and he had found himself in a situation where he really needed that nitro, it would have been a very big loss. We'll be seeing Callie brought for the first time, being brought by Pickle Pal.
We did see a Cali pick last game from Wichita Wolves, but they were up 6-0, and they managed to not really utilize their utility all that much in the very last round of the game. But I can definitely understand why they would bring it around in such a strong stand that they had on that game. But seeing an actual pick from Alpha1 picking Cali, you don't really see her a lot nowadays, especially in these official UPL games or just in general. You don't really see her being picked a lot, and well, we'll see how she'll be able to utilize this utility, especially with the cash site pick. She will be able to get those gadgets out, and you know, we'll see.
Yeah, should be quite interesting to watch play out. But the Kaid, with quite clever Electro Claw, it's really going to come. The only way Alpha1's getting that wall open is if they take first floor control. In fact, that's an Electro Claw I'd even consider copying for my rank strats, as that would certainly help boost someone to platinum, given the fact that it's just so hard to shoot. In fact, we might actually see one of the TCSG players, probably Trashmeister, he might actually, given the position he's putting those pulls in, if you go back to EU Playday 1, Empire really used an interesting thing to counter Maverick, but there is no Maverick on the board. We'll see the first lance go off on the wall, and it will find nothing as Electroclaw is down below. It's really come to JD and Limbo to clear out that claw.
And it looks like Zofia is going to be coming in on the blue stairs to see if she can pick off Mental at all, roaming at the very top of it. And it does look like he knows that she's there, and Mental goes down to JD. That clears a lot of off the board. Not really a lot of worries to come from blue stairs. And let's see if we can get another pick. JD knows he's in garage, but then again, we do know that he does know that he's in blue hallway right now, and let's see how he can hold on his own. He does get sandwiched a little bit by a few players here, playing very aggressive towards him, and the drones are going to be coming out and getting the intel that he is there, but it looks like the thermite charge is going to be blocked as well from upstairs by the Kaid. Very nice Kaid trick there, and not a lot they can do right now.
Oh, I think they managed to get it open with the claw being neutralized, but we'll see Devil with an absolutely nasty pick. I'm sure... Oh, that is very unfortunate. I'm sure he's screaming in the chat about that one. A very impressive pick from Limbo. An absolutely amazing angle and a very quick peek. So now it's going to be down to Mayo to really hold down that garage. And Thermite might be in a position to get him as he is destroying his castle barricade as we speak. But no, Mayo will manage to find it safely back into sight.
Both of the Thermites actually went down, which is very nice for Wichita Wolves, especially in this 3v4 situation here. And not really a lot of stress is going to be coming from those walls, knowing that both of them are going to be down. But a lot of intel is going to be made from Alpha1. There is going to be one sitting at the bottom of Garage, which is going to be a very big issue if they want to play kind of aggressive towards Garage to get a single pick onto them. And we're going to see what this Cali is going to be able to do, playing a little bit aggressive, but it looks like Faded is going to be taking out Limbo. Nitrocell going to be coming in, missing the Thermite. But the plant is going to be made on that ping there, you see. We have 10 seconds left. The plant is going to be going down right now. And Faded is going to be kind of aggressive, but ends up going down to the Thermite. Alpha1 taking that round, moving it 2-2. Very surprised.
If it hadn't been for that Nitro missing, that would have been an easy win for the Wichita Wolves. But unfortunately, they just need to work on their Kobeing skills a bit, as that miss really cost them. If it had it been for that, they would have been forced to go to a plant with two people, and they wouldn't have had enough to watch every single angle. We'll see that Team Alpha1 is quite confident in their Cali pick. Sure, it didn't help them open the wall, but the Lance did help them to get a lot of soft destruction, and they managed to get one kill with the Clash's SMG, which sure is statistically worse than the CZ75, but with its laser sight, I find it to be a far easier weapon to handle.
Yeah, and it was very heartbreaking to see that Wichita Wolves would lose that round, especially with the thermite wall not being able to come out. But we did see a very nice play from Alpha 1, trying to adapt to that situation with both of the thermites going down, especially since the round timer was so short, and they didn't really have a lot of time to really make up a play there, but they managed to do it very well and on the spot and really be innovative with their plays.
Yes. And I think we're going to be seeing that Cali be a lot stronger on the gym bedroom bomb site, as there is a lot of gadgets for destroy. Goyo shields, Maestro's cameras, and Trash Meister's electro claws. And I don't think he's going to be pulling any stunts where he hides in below the floor this time, so Cali should have free reign to destroy at least 3 gadgets. We'll see Mental putting some barbed wire on red stairs, just hoping he can hold that position a bit more confidently. I think we might see him play early in garage, just trying to look for a pick. But no, his position will be compromised thanks to his tracers, and we will see JD start pushing in and start taking that garage control.
Looks like Mental is going to get the intel that they are pushing very heavily into garage right now, and JD is going to be pushed up on the window already. Trying to find that angle onto Jaeger, but it does not manage to do it right now. But Mental does know that he's up there, and looks like they're going to be trying to get the wall as well, trying to be a little more aggressive towards Cash. We're going to get a lot of pressure coming in as well. Mental is going to be very blind right now from the flashes coming in from the Zofia, and it looks like, ooh, he just barely managed to not find the pick there. But Devil is going to be here to assist, and it looks like he is going to get a pick onto Pickle there. Cali going down. Sophia pushed in right now onto Cerber. She may find a pick right now onto the Jaeger. If he just peeks his head up, he knows he's there. The pre-aim is being made. Oh my goodness, it's so tense right now. But she does manage to find the kill on the Devil, and Limbo's going to be finding the kill onto Mayo as well, moving it 2-4, and JD, very patient, does manage to find the kill onto Mental, moving it to a 2v4. Faded and Trashmeister are the only 2 left on the site, but they do know where they're coming from, but the hatch is going to be broken off as well, so more pressure is going to be made from every single angle, every single side. The windows are going to be broken, the wall is going to be taken off.
Yes.
Well, how are they going to play this?
Yes, this is quite unfortunate circumstances. They do have 2 nitros on the board, and they still have the Goyo shield, so they can delay for a bit. There's only 55 seconds on the clock. Honestly, I think the Wolves got a bit aggressive when they had managed to get the Cali. If they had just hunkered down in that cash room, or had brought a smoke, they could have had a free rotate out. Instead, they got absolutely massacred by JD when they tried to flee the room, and just got chopped up to bits, and that was really unfortunate. But we'll see Limbo get quite a bit of damage on the hatch. Faded is extremely competent with the SMG-11 and will find the pick onto JD. So this is starting to get a bit more into Wichita's favor. We'll have to see what they can do as the Thermite begins to push into Cash Room. They do have the Maestro camps to gather intel, but unfortunately, Maestro was killed a lot earlier into the round, so they won't be able to deny the plant. Honestly, I think this is the time where Faded should just drop down below. But unfortunately, he will be taken out on the site, and this should be a free plant for Jag. But oh no!
Oh my goodness!
Below, that is huge. That is the round.
They got a double! Oh my gosh! A beautiful play from Trashmeister. Oh my goodness! How incredible is that? He manages to pull off the double nitro at the end, delaying that round, killing the diffuser, and just managing to play that extremely beautifully with his utility and playing Kaid. He manages to get that nitro. Oh my gosh, I'm at a loss for words from how that round played out. That was beautifully done by Wichita Wolves. Amazing plays coming from their team.
Yes, and I would like to say a few words. Plant on the bed. 4 words. And honestly, in that situation, Alpha 1, huge mistake. They knew they had control of the site, and they didn't plant on the bed. That's the number one thing you should be expecting on a cash defense, especially when the last operator alive is a Kaid or a Mew, is for a Nitro to go off beneath your feet. So you really want to plant on that bet. It's the #1 play. Just to try and get the counterplay and get the plant off without dying. And they only had a few seconds on the clock. And unbelievably, I don't know how Zag on the Thermite didn't see that the floor was soft beneath him. That was a huge mistake. Because he could have survived if the floor had been hard. If there was no bead on his location, he might have been able to survive the Kaid. But once he got downed, it was all over. There was no way to recover the diffuser in time, especially with Kaid still having his Nitro on the board.
Yeah, beautifully done again. Like I said, from Wichita Wolves, that was very smart play to go from under. Like you said, you were just saying it, to go from under with the mute and try and get a pick there. But it looks like Mayo is going to be taking a little bit of damage very early in the round, which is very upsetting from him. But again, moving into round 6, 3-2, very close game right now. We could go either way. Still, not a lot can be done so far. It's just a lot of nice plays are coming out from both teams, really. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, it's really a combination of strat and counter-strat, and it's been working beautifully. And Wichita Wolves really won the Battle of the Wits that last round and capitalized on Alpha1's huge mistake. Mayo is in pretty strong position to deny anyone trying to push into the lounge. Right now, it looks like he's just trying to deny any intel at all. We will see an unusual Kaid setup, the double claw, where you try to use both of those claws, put them as far away as possible, so it becomes almost impossible to get both of them. But no, it looks like Alpha1 is going for a cash room execute. There will be no electric claw on the wall, so they will get a free pick into cash wall. This is huge, and it's really up to Wichita to change up their entire playstyle to adjust to this huge move.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I really want to see a Cali play come out from Pickle. He's been playing Cali this entire time, and I really want to see him utilize her to her full advantage, get a few picks with her, and I want to see how well he can play with her. I mean, if he has the confidence to play her in this game, then I wouldn't mind seeing a good play come from her. And I don't know, that's just a guilty pleasure of mine, to be honest.
Yes. Unfortunately, Alpha1 won't have any smoke grenades. Those could have been hugely helpful for executing for a cash room take, because with those smoke grenades you can really cut off the angles, but unfortunately they don't have any, so it's going to be quite difficult. They will have to use those Sophia stuns, and they don't have control over Garage, which will be hugely to their detriment.
Ooh, looks like JD is going to be going down here, and that's very unfortunate from him, but it does, oh, never mind. She's going to be down from the window. Devil 2K is going to be managed to take her out, which is a very nice pick from them. But they do get, Devil does manage to find Zag coming into the site, and this is very difficult for Alpha right now. And oh my goodness, a flawless round coming in from Wichita Wolves. That was a very beautifully played. They did just hold on to the site. They knew where they were coming. They played it extremely patiently, not too aggressive and not too passive, and they managed to find that round very easily for them. Very nicely done from them.
Yes, honestly, I think that was a huge mistake from Alpha1 going for the cash room execute when they just didn't have the operators on the field to do so. If they had a Montana or a Jackal or anyone with smoke grenades, it could have hugely simplified the process. But unfortunately, they just had to send player after player rushing in with the diffuser to try and get that plant down, as there was no way to cut off the angles that they needed to manage to get the plant down. And speaking of Montana, we will be seeing the Wolves bring him for the first time. It is a Church Arsenal defense, but Montana still is a huge threat. We'll have to see how he works out.
Yes, and they did switch attacking and defending sides, and I said it last game, I'll say it again. Defense is an entirely different side of the game, and it's an entirely different game for them, and they're going to have to play this a little bit differently, and it's still anyone's game, 4-2. It's only 2 rounds away from being even, but we'll just see how they can play on these different sides and see how different they play.
Yes. This will be interesting to see how Wichita knows to perform on the attack, given it is a 2-4 split, so that is considered pretty good for the Firth.
clubhouse, but it isn't an optimal split. You'd hope for 5-1, 4-2 is sort of a bottom line, 3-3 you're getting in trouble. So they're in the yellow right now, I'd say. And I'd say, given their past performance, they've got a 70% chance to win this, but it's going to take some elbow grease on the attack to really get this going.
Yeah, and we're seeing Mozzie come in. He's going to be very, very essential for holding downstairs, especially with that nitro cell in his hand, and getting those drones. They're trying to come into sight is also very nice for them. But it looks like Pickle is going to get the intel that Ash is already down blue. She does get spotted by that proximity alarm. She does know that the castle is playing pretty aggressive here, but he does get an assist from
Monty right now pushing into dirt. We will see the Goyo shield be a huge obstacle for the attack, but there is no Goyo shield on the door. We'll see one get popped, giving a tiny bit, no damage at all to Mental. And they are in a really good position to go for a blue dirt split execute. They can just get that Monty to push up and really distract the points. Mental could find some free kills. There'll be pings coming out as we speak. He's in a good position to go for a wall bang. Mental will take quite a bit of damage, but he will find a pick onto Pickle Pal. And Mayo is proving Mayonnaise is an instrument of death. Will find the pick onto Limbo. Those Devils will find the pick back onto Mental. The diffuser coming down from Trashmeister, all in the hands of Devils. Let's see who can win, Devil 2K or Devils. And it looks like it's probably going to be Devil 2K, given how many of his teammates are on the board. And Wichita Wolves will take round 7. The Battle of the Devils finally concluded.
Yeah, so it was a very nice plays from Wichita Wolves. They managed to bring a lot of pressure with that Ash immediately rushing down blue stairs and making that castle get caught off guard so early in the round is also a very nice play from Mental.
Yes, almost certainly. We will be seeing the Goyo being brought again as they go for another Church Arsenal defense. Let's see if they'll do a bit more of the Vigil this time. Last time he just hit out on sight. Let's see if they're going to go for more of a deep roam this time. It is a possibility with the Castle and the Mozzie and the Mute, which really facilitates that deep roam playstyle. Though Wichita Wolves do have the Ash and the Zofia to sort of counter those barricades.
Oh, I apologize.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
Tabbed out. Yeah, I expect to see the relatively same plays, but a little bit more coordination with Alpha1. They didn't really have a lot last round. They kind of played a little too aggressive with the attackers. Like I said earlier, an entirely different side. You can't play too aggressive, especially after playing such a decent attacking side for their team. They need to slow it down. They need to try and hold angles a little more for their team and see whether or not they can get the picture early in the round. Potentially have a roamer upstairs to deny the kitchen take. But we'll see how they play this round differently than the last one.
Yes. Their reluctance to pop that Goyo shield on the Ash last round really hurt. They could have found a free pick there, but instead they just let Ash push into sight, and they got massacred from behind once that Monty started occupying most of their attention. We will be seeing more of a deep roam from Alpha1, hoping that could clutch out the round. And losing that Goyo shield, that position, losing it was huge. And we'll see the Monty starting to push in again. This time he shouldn't let him hop over the shield. That was a huge loss. And we'll see the shield get popped by the Ash. That will slow down the attack for 12 seconds. But it's off the board already. So Trashmeister should have free entrance to push up. We'll see the Monty compromise the position. But JD with a huge pick will take out Mental. That is absolutely bonkers that he managed to get that kill on that angle. It shouldn't have happened. But we will now see Wichita Wolves a player down. Monty just pushing into sight super aggressively. It looks like this is going to be a quick execute. But JD is still in a position to hold down the round. What? Devil, you can't do them like that. That is an absolutely insane pick.
What the heck,
It's going to be
Devil?
a quick execute now.
Oh my gosh.
Trashmeister getting the plant down. Mayo, yet
Finding
again,
two.
instrument of death.
Finding 2 kills there. That is so good for them. Oh my goodness, Wichita Wolves absolutely destroying them right now. Fate is going to follow up on the pick from Devil and does manage to move it to a 2v1. Zag going down as well, with Wichita Wolves taking round 8. My goodness, what a play from them. That wallbang from Devil, my gosh, that was such a nice pick from him. I could not believe that he managed to do that.
Yes, that was an insane angle, especially with the holographic sight. That was... The man must be making deals with the devil to have that kind of skill.
Oh yeah, and he's playing extremely well right now with 8 kills to his name. Very nice from him, doing really well for his team. Pretty balanced overall on the board, with Trashmeister being the support player. Really overall playing that Monty every round, trying to move onto that site and get the plant down very nicely from him, and he manages to do it every round. I've never seen him fail it.
Yep, we'll be seeing a key CCTV cash room defense. The first CCTV cash defense from Team Alpha 1, as this is their last well, it's not their last round, but it could be their last round with Wichita pushing it to match point right now. So they're going to have to give it their all to get them back into the running. Wichita has secured themselves at least 1 point on the standing, and now it's only a single round away from them gobbling up all 3. So it's really Alpha 1's going to have to pull out all the bells and whistles if they hope to keep themselves in the running.
Yes, and having those drones available as well, they really need to save those just to get a little bit more intel with pushing into the garage. You know, that's going to be very nice for them if they do manage to save all those drones in there. Looks like they're going to be having a very strong hold in garage right now. They have a lot of utility in there with the Jaegers on the catwalk and the Goyo shield as well. But that Monty is going to be putting a lot of pressure on the door, and he can push into it very easily if nobody is at the bottom of garage to deny that push, to catch the Monty off guard. It's going to be difficult for them.
Yes, it certainly is. And we will be seeing the Ash starting to repel up on Mental. No, it looks like he'll be going for that Clash clear. This should be interesting to watch play out. And honestly, I can't wait to see what happens in this last round, as we will be seeing Pickle Pal on the Jaeger. That is a bit interesting given his performance so far, so it should be interesting to watch him really try to play on a more frag-oriented role. See Trashmeister on the Monty yet again. It's been working so well so far. He just stands there and takes all the bullets while his teammates just use that distraction to get as many frags as they can. Just a huge opportunity for them to really show off their skill and get a huge bunch of kills.
Looks like they're making a stock push right now. They're trying to see if they can get any angles onto anybody below onto the site. And it looks like somebody is going to be playing downstairs as well. I think it's... Nope, it's going to be... What? Who was it? Who did I see? I don't remember. But it looks like Trashmeister is going to be taking out Devil. And the shield is going to be popped as well. That's going to be denying the push a little bit in garage. And Devil is going to be on the window right now. And the connection issues, but he does repel up. They're going to be trying to get some of the gadgets on the wall just to see if they can get the push and the thermite charges onto the wall as well. But it looks like JD is going to be managing to find Mental very late into this round with 45 seconds left. It looks like Pickle is going to be managing to find another onto Mayo right now, and he might find another. It looks like he is onto Devil, and Zag is going to be following up as well onto Trashmeister. And oh my goodness, almost another pick from Pickle, and Faded is going to be getting the pick onto him, and C4 is going to be coming in. Oh, a very nice shot from Faded. Is he going to be able to follow up on this? And it looks like, oh my gosh.
Still has 20 seconds to work with. He doesn't have to get too aggressive. It looks like Alpha 1 is just feeding him with kills right now. Let's see if he can manage to clutch it out. We'll see the smoke grenades come up. There'll be a flank from behind. He's down to the bearing 9. There's not much, and Alpha 1 who will take the third round of the half thanks to some incredible play from Pickle Pal, finding one and just getting the momentum.
God, that timing was terrible for Faded. He kept looking where he wasn't when he was peeking. Different angles, he kept looking in other angles, and it was just it was not that great for him. Not really good situation to be in, especially while prone on the catwalk in garage. That's really not a place where you want to be. And it looks like Alpha One managed to profit off of that situation and find the kills and win the round for their team.
Yes, we'll be seeing the Valkyrie being brought for the first time by Team Alpha 1. I'm surprised we haven't seen her be used more, given how much fragging power she brings with those nitros and those 3 cameras, really facilitating runouts. I'm a bit unsure about the choice of bomb site for bringing the Valkyrie. Church Arsenal really isn't the site where she gets used the most. Typically, you see it CCTV Cache or Gym Bedroom, where she's really used to facilitate runouts. So it should be interesting to watch this play out. They do not have a Vigil, but they do have the Mute, so they have at least 4 jammers to try and block drones. We'll see a very interesting cam. I'm not sure exactly what they're thinking of using the Valkyrie to gather intel on Dirt Tunnel, because they know Wichita is going to push there. They've seen them do it every single other time without fail. It's not an intel issue. The issue is they just don't have the fragging power to stop that push. And I think they're hoping by using the Kai to electrify it off, they might just be able to hold them back long enough for them to manage to get the momentum a bit.
Did his camera just get destroyed on dirt?
I am not sure.
Yeah, I think one of his cameras just got destroyed by one of the reinforcements on accident, which is very unfortunate to see. But we are moving into potentially the last round for Wichita Wolves here, and they need to make a nice, decent push on to Arsenal, and we'll see how they can do that. They've been pretty very consistent on pushing into Arsenal here through the dirt tunnel with Monty, but they didn't really bring it this time, which is very strange, especially from their success rate with him. But we'll see how differently they're going to be playing this with Trashmeister pushing in pretty far right now with Capital. Does know that the hatch is reinforced, but they're going to be droning as well. Not really any roamers coming in from Alpha 1. They are going to be playing all on site, and we'll just see how they're going to be playing this.
Yes.
Definitely broken open.
Definitely will be interesting to see how those Valcams play out. Wichita is really going to have to find some way to push onto site with the Kaid still being in play as well as the Mute. And it looks like they're just going to try and destroy that kitchen floor, going for the same kitchen hatch execute that worked so well for Alpha 1 on the 2 attacking rounds they managed to take. Wichita will start preparing to execute onto site with Mental just starting to tear up the floor above the bomb. This should be very interesting.
Trashmeister is going to be picked off by Devil. He did try and drop down towards Moto, but it looks like Devil's going to find another kill. Or on the Devil, coincidentally. I just confused myself by saying Devil twice. But it looks like Ash is going to be trying to go down the stairs, but managed to find Devil in the end. Does see some tracers coming out from him. He almost finds the other kill on the Kai, but the bomb is going to be down, and it looks like Sophia is going to be trying to get onto the site, and he looks like he does get the pick onto Zach as well, and he does not find a kill on the smoke. Diffuser is going to be going down again, moving into a 3v1. Faded last alive, very low in the HP. Smokes are coming in. What is he going to do here? And he ends up losing in the end. Alpha1GG taking out Faded, moving it to round 11.
Yes, it looks like more and more like that the Alpha 1 might be able to make a comeback here. They've just thrown so many rounds away so far, so it's going to be quite interesting to watch what happens as we head for 6. This Wichita Wolves really need to get their act together. They just need to really hype up Faded, hype up Mental, and try to get those frags.
Yeah,
if they can just...
Oh, my bad, you go.
If they can get some sort of opening here, they should be able to just get the momentum going. And that's what they need to do. Pickle Pal, Limbo, Devils, those people really need to be neutralized if they want a chance of taking home a round. They were doing so well up to this point. They just need to get the momentum back, and they've got to prevent them from really getting an attitude, oh, we've lost 2 rounds in a row. That could affect their playstyle. What do you think of the battle of morale in this game?
I definitely do think that Alpha 1 is adapting really well to Wichita Wolves' playstyle, and they're actually playing against them pretty well, especially with this comeback moment right here. 6-4. Wichita Wolves really, they do have quite a lead right now, but due to the fact that Alpha1 has been winning so many rounds on the defense side, really shows that their morality has not gone down and they are not giving up against Wichita Wolves.
Yes, almost certainly. And let's see if the Wolves can pull it back and take it to match point, or if they will have to settle themselves to just one. There's still 2 rounds to go, so I'd still say it's in Wichita's favor. They can at least win one of these attacks and guarantee themselves 3 points. But it's going to all be down to Mayo and Mental to try and really get those frags and start getting an opening for them to really push to the victory.
Limbo's taken a lot of HP really early in this round, which is going to be very hard for him to stay alive in the current situation that he's in right now, especially with Smoke. Being a 2 armor is not very good for his situation, but he does have all 3 of his smokes still, so maybe he can deny a push, so he won't be able to be taken out so early. But the Alibi is going to be holding on the cash drug room, and we'll see how he's going to deal with all 3 of these players pushing into service right now. And that missed impact really delayed his situation right now, and he did get that fallback position because of his HP. But, ooh, very unfortunate timing from Faded. And, oh my goodness, very unfortunate timing for the Alibi, dealing with Mayo and Faded on his body. That is not good for him, getting the pick pretty early in this round right now. And moving into a 4v5 situation and potentially a 3v5 due to Limbo's HP.
Yes, that is a huge opening pick, taking the Alibi off the board. Now they can really try to get their momentum going again. Mayo just trying to see if he can find a frag on those windows. We'll see his drone get destroyed as he tries to go for that intel. You might see a Logi drop from Trashmeister as he starts to put some grenades, and Mayo will find one onto Limbo, and we will see Smoke get grenaded by Trashmeister. That's the momentum they need. Pickle Pal down. It's all down to Zag. Let's see if he can make anything happen here. He's on the master stairs. It looks like it is GG, but Wichita can't let themselves get overconfident yet. There still is the potential of a 1v5. This is C.